Ladies and gentlemen, East Palestine just had a dam collapse, and this dam was loaded with toxic water. So, this water is now spilling out all over the place. They said it has a bad odor to it. Boy, what else can happen to this place? For real. I'm going to go ahead and play this video that comes out of Cleveland, Ohio.
Joining us for the news at 10 o'clock, I'm Chris Fry. This development now brings in a whole new element of fear and raises more questions about what kind of water is now spilling into the waterway. Michelle Nix live in the newsroom tonight with what we're hearing from the scene. Michelle.
Good evening, Chris. Sadly, the people of East Palestine can't get a break. They're telling me that water contaminated by the train derailment and separated into a makeshift dam is now flowing back into Leslie Run Creek and onto city streets. New fears in East Palestine from residents who tell me rain breached a man-made dam constructed by Norfolk Southern after the massive train derailment, forcing contaminated water in these photos to flow back into the creek and flood the area of Main Street. Eric Jake Koza tells me by telephone from East Palestine he's frightened to think about what could happen if toxic water seeps into neighboring homes and businesses.
I'm feared that now the chemical is in the ground, it's going to leach towards the water ducts, our aquifer for drinking water. I'm concerned that the park is now contaminated.
Koza's family has been diagnosed with chemical irritation or rashes on their skin. Now he says with the breach of the man-made dam, there's an odor in the air again.
I have fear. I've had fear, and this just put the anxiety over the top.
One East Palestine resident on social media posted that a work crew told him to get away from the overflowing dam, calling it dangerous. As for Koza, he says he doesn't know how much more their community can take. But this is a man-made dam?
It was the one that was making it deep enough to where they could pump the water out of the creek. They call them booms. So that it catches the chemicals before it goes further down the creek.
Now, there are just so many unknowns. You can understand the anxiety. I called the East Palestine Fire Department, and the dispatcher was surprised to hear that a dam was overflowing, saying no one has contacted us. So at this point, there's no evacuation or anything like that. We'll keep you posted. Reporting live in the newsroom, Michelle Nix, 19 News.
And we're working to get answers from the EPA on what kind of impact this will have.
Okay, so you just heard that a dam has been breached and the water is flowing all out of it everywhere. They said this water is toxic. They already know it's toxic. This is a man made dam. And ladies and gentlemen, they said the odor is horrible from this thing. Man, the air is toxic, and we already know the water was toxic, but now your dam is breached and the water is going. Oh my goodness. What else is going to happen in East Palestine? What else, y'all? So this just happened. A new level of fear as a makeshift dam is breached in East Palestine. So a dam that was designed to prevent toxic water, from the train derailment. They were trying to contain it, and it has failed. So residents tell 19 News heavy rain caused the Leslie Run Creek to rise and the spillover into the makeshift dam. And this dam was right by the derailment site. So, ladies and gentlemen, they're saying News 19 was able to obtain several photos of the water from this man made dam covering Main Street, one of the town areas called Main Street. Residents fear the contaminated water will seep into homes or businesses, causing another level of fear for those who live in the area. Mm, mm, mm. So They did speak with some of the residents, and they say they now fear that the chemical is in the ground and is going to leach towards the water ducts, the drinking water. One resident said, I am concerned that the park is now contaminated. Kids won't be able to play there or walk there on their way to school. So apparently, this waterway was near a park that was there. No wonder why those animals are dying. Can you imagine the ones that might have survived, but they drunk the water? Because animals, they don't know that the water is bad. They get thirsty, they want to drink. So, one East Palestine resident on social media said he was warned about a work crew in the area to get away from the overflowing dam. They call it dangerous. So, as you heard, the news station said they reached out to the fire department and they said they didn't even know about this breach. So I guess if the news station did not call, they would not have been brought aware to it. So the mayor, they also reached out to the mayor and they're waiting for the mayor to get back to him. So the people did not, so I guess nobody notified the police department, the fire department, the mayor. Nobody was notified that this thing had breached. Wow, if it wasn't for this news station out of Cleveland, I guess they wouldn't know what was going on. This is crazy. So, y'all, please tell me about this latest development, what you think in the comment section. It just seems like it is just not going to be any good news coming out of East Palestine. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.